Ooh. Collective, I am loving how. Yeah, I did some press ups today. Yeah, I did so many press ups, many press ups, many press ups. Excuse me. Have you missed me, collective? Have you missed me? So, spirits, what does my amazingly beautiful divine collective need to know? One thing for certain and two things for sure. Haters are still hating. They're always going to be haters. It is what it is. Um, yeah, I took a well-earned break. It was nice. In fact, I partied. Yes, I did. Went to a couple of events, had a blast. Met some amazing individuals. Let's just say that. So, collective. What's been going on then? Ask your girl, High Priestess Unicorn, has not been around. Just chilling in my own energy. I don't know the negativity around me. Yeah. Own energy. My own energy. I don't know why I'm singing that song. Weird, but yeah. So, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's happy, flourishing, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Let's just get that off the jump. I know what you're looking at, my tin of fizzy drink. I don't drink fizzy drinks. I just thought I would treat myself to a charade. I don't really like fizzy drinks. I like all things natural. All things natural. But yeah, I just been living in the moment, enjoying life. What more can I say? What more can I say? All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, ancestors of the highest moment, right? Please can you give me clear and precise accuracy for my collective. All right, let's go. Then it's the energy, spirit for my collective. Channel energy. Ooh. Do you know what this gives me? It's the King of Swords, yeah, but it's kind of like on its side. I'm not sure it was. It was kind of like that. Like that, yeah. This gives me I'm just gonna say it, corruption or corrupted individuals, whether that be government officials or people with certain positions that have only gained these positions and these accolades through some type of corruption, cheating, stealing, scamming, manipulating, all of those low vibration activities, but present themselves as though they are of honor, they are of standing, they are of integrity and morals. That's absolute lie. Let's just tell it like it is. Some of you collectors, this could even be somebody either in your immediate environment or someone from your past environment or even a family member. This is someone that may have self-appointed themselves a certain position, but never actually had any of those attributes. If that makes any sense. Whoever this person is, they've either been exposed or they've exposed themselves with their actions. Period. You know? Yeah. What did I just say? What did I just say? Thank you, Spirit. Now you saw me shuffle the cards now, right? Okay. We'll get a confirmation if this card comes back out again, yeah? This is lies, deceit, hidden agenda, unfair dealings, dirty deals. For some of you, someone paid you to either take a dirty deal or do a dirty deal against someone else. Yeah. Ooh. Now, do you know what? This card dropped for a reason. So, do you know what? I'm going to take it. And it's funny how it dropped that way around. Yeah. So, this is something he was doing against somebody else. So, whatever lies, slander, smearing, false allegations, defamation of character. Oh. So now they're stuck in their head about the actions they took. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah. So what I get from this is they took a dirty deal. They was paid to take a dirty deal, or they was paid to do a dirty deed against someone else so that they could have some type of new beginning. Mm-hmm. So they was obviously paid to Ten of Swords somebody. But the Ten of Swords is in the reverse. So that tells me they wasn't able to do this. So what goes around comes around. The same people, and I already said this, and it's funny this coming up again. The same people that you took money from to Ten of Swords someone else, now you're being Ten of Swords. Now you're being Ten of Swords. Or the same Ten of Swords you were trying to do to others that you have done to others and being successful in doing to others is now being done to you. So this tells me they had a lot of people all under the same umbrella. Crooked cops, dirty doctors, crooked solicitors, the whole 9 yards. Yep. Yeah, the sirens confirmation. So I'm getting that this is actions that this little group, this is what they do to get by. Understand? They may have something else established that's a front for what they're really doing under the guise of darkness. Catch where I'm going now? Okay. And it's funny because I'm sensing that some people may not have knew the full extent, but they had knowledge of these people's conduct. This is probably why they believe that karma isn't real. But what they're not telling people is this is how they do it. They will pass off their karma onto someone else, do you understand? And swap out their energy. Do you understand? And then try and walk in someone else's essence that don't belong to them. Yep. So they try to, so basically what they do is they covertly lay people to rest is what I want to say. Hoping that you would just disappear. Or maybe even take yourself out. Whichever one comes first. But don't get it twisted, Clip. He was also doing you can sense, you can see it in the energy. They was also doing energetic manipulations to bring these things into fruition. And of course, if they've done it for so long and they've done it so many times and it's always worked out for them, then they continue to follow the same pattern. The difference is sometimes you mess with the wrong one. Do you understand? Is it sinking in? Sometimes it's always the one that you overlook or always one that you see or you deem as the weakest link. Do you understand? That is God's secret weapon hidden in plain sight. But you people disregarded. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, now you're burdened. So you're mad really because you couldn't burden a collective with your karma, is what I'm gathering. You couldn't burden a collective, yeah, with crimes you actively participated in. For some of you, you was at the forefront of these criminal activities. Let's just say that much. So what you like to do is you like to, how can I say, drum up animosity, chaos, getting people into like an emotional state where they'd want to like either defend themselves or argue back and forth. But what you're trying to do is you like to uh, get people out of themselves to then argue back and forth with you. Do you understand? Because all energy is still energy, whether it's positive or negative. And that's how you swap out other people's energy. Or that's how you siphon people's good energy and swap out their energy for your nasty, demonic, dark, dirty, dingy energy. And now you're burdened. You can no longer do this. These are people that really believe that they was bigger than the program. And collective, let me make this very clear. The worstest ones are the same ones that come carrying the title family. Let me make that very clear. Oh, look at that. King of Wands in a reverse. So this is someone that fakes a good game. They got good chat. Yeah. You could actually correlate it to a silver-tongued devil. Someone who can talk the talk but never actually walk the walk. It's literally like they put you in like some type of like whirlwind of illusions. Do you understand? False promises, empty promises, and then the gaslighting starts. And it's funny how it's like you portray people with the same qualities that you display. Make it make sense. You portray others, yeah, with the same qualities that you display. These are people that oh, too far gone. Damn. Who don't hear will feel. And the funny thing is, they always like to say, oh, this person's hard work, or this person's troublesome, or this person's too oversensitive. Those are all gaslighting tactics that these people use when they're the ones committing the wrong. Make it make sense. They don't like things to be verbalized like this, you see. Because then when other people pick up on the little tactics, do you understand? And the manipulation and the reverse psychology and the gaslighting, they just realize it's like they awaken to the illusions that they've been in there for however long. Do you understand? For some of you, it's been a long time. For some, not as long as others. But the fact that, for the most part, a lot of us in the collective, we peep game quite quickly. And we called it out instantly. And for the whoever's at the hilt, the head of this, it's literally like, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, it's like they're trying to persecute you for speaking truth. They're trying to persecute you for calling things out for exactly what it is. Do you understand? Not what you want it to be, not their illusions, for exactly what it is. And that's what they don't like. They was never gonna like it. It doesn't matter how much you try to dress it up, it is what it is. End of it. So this could literally be two men or two or even one female in like very masculine energy. But I'm really getting this is like a group of deeply, deep rooted misogynistic individuals. Do you understand? These are people that would give a new meaning to the word, sorry, wolf in sheep's clothing, literally. And that's why they're really mad. Because once you call things up for what it is, they don't like that. That's when you become the enemy. And all you're doing is minding your business. Remember, collective. They trouble you, not the other way around. Oh, looky here. So these are people that may be masquerading as these. Ooh. Yeah, clearly someone doesn't want me to talk because I have no idea how a card. Okay. Looky here, looky here, looky here. Five of Swords in the reverse, the Star in the reverse, and the Seven of Wands in the upright. So these are bullies. These are a bunch of bullies that try to railroad you, bully you strategically, man. Cowards. No backbone. All because of your light within. That's what it is. That's what this is. That's what this is what they was fighting for. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that people wanted to fight you for your authenticity. Make it make sense. So that tells me one or two things. These people barking with their own soul. No point sugarcoating it. And you accomplished defending yourself against these unscrupulous, ruthless, cold-hearted, highly demonic, misogynistic males. Maybe even a sprinkle of a little masculine female that might think she's a bit gangster, but yet they want to hide behind fake accounts to attack people. Make it make sense. And it is big man because people see exactly who you are. People know who you are. It's just the kind of people that are probably trying to portray you, all their qualities that they display. That's how they try to project onto you, hoping that nobody would see your true colors and who you truly are, who you've truly always been. And it's funny because you can only do certain things for a certain period of time. Because when the facts are slapping you clean this day in the face, the universe has a funny way of forcing you to see what you're trying to, I don't know, have a selective amnesia towards. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this. Exactly. They hate the way you express yourself. Oh, so you don't like what I don't like is literally like your magnetic aura in the sense of the way you express things, the way it draws people in the sense of they can resonate with certain things. So you don't have to be out there pretend to be something you're not. You don't have to be out there trying to manipulate people. You definitely out there trying to do spell work on people to get people to side with your bullshit. That's why they really matter. Because the qualities that they're pretending to have, you have naturally. You naturally possess, is what I want to say. For some of you, you've worked hard at kind of like becoming the best version of yourself. And that in itself illuminates you. It makes you stand out. People see you. Regardless if they choose to turn a blind eye or act like they got selective blindness, collective, it is what it is. And they know you're a hard worker. Your hard work is paying off. They're also realizing for some of them, where I don't know how long it would have taken, that in actual fact you was a gift in their life that they clearly didn't appreciate. It is what it is. There's no hard feelings over the collective. Now, for these people with these ill will towards us, what can I say? I ain't got nothing to say. It is what it is. Yeah. This tells me there was all, maybe they had like a gang of individuals from their little group all stood by waiting for how you expressed yourself. So sometimes when they get you into that argumentative state and you go back and forth, that was done deliberately. Also, what is probably making you out to be like some psycho. They made you out to be everything that they are. And the proof's in the pudding it because of the actions that they took. All the trials led back to these individuals that now want to act as though they're in the upright positions. So this could be someone that may have obtained some type of business through illegal means, which is just a front for other things that they're doing. I get that strongly. This is someone that likes to convince people of what they're thinking and feeling. So this is someone that likes to manipulate people's minds, manipulate your thought process. I can guarantee you, this is someone that's probably done a lot of time in jail over the period of years, and probably read books, 48 Laws of Power, The Art of War, and also The Art of Seduction. But it wasn't using it for the greater good, they was using it for their own nefarious gain. And then what these people would do is if they had offspring, especially boys, they would teach them the same shit. Daughters too, if they had daughters, but I'm saying their main focus was to teach their boys to be just like them, if not worse. For some of them, they may have even had some type of like competitive streak with their sons. But yet, though, when you take a deeper look at these individuals that are not of honor, these are one of the biggest rats, snitches, paid informants, if you like. Yeah, I get that strongly, paid informants. But yeah, they hate the way you illuminate things. This is why they like to deem people crazy. Because those that can see what others don't, I just heard see, hear, and feel what others don't. They will always warn you of certain things. Or warn you of certain attempts. It's up to you if you choose to, how you choose to utilize that information or not. Excuse me. So now a lot of you people are now, again, look at that temperance again. And now a lot of you people are probably kicking yourself, realizing that, damn, so-and-so warned me about this, or so-and-so talking about this individual, or even this group of people, or even this job, or even their own goddamn family. And I refuted their claims. But there was going to come a time when you was going to see it for yourself, and now you have. Now, I'm not going to say I told you so. I'm not a child. But these individuals they're like, what can I say? I just was grating old babies that respectfully should still be in diapers. with how they conduct themselves, but they want to be respected. They want to hold positions of power. And the worst thing is, the most funniest thing is collective is these people feel they have the right to puppet and control another being when they have zero control over their self. Make it make sense. They don't have control over their self, their emotions, their urges, their own jealousy, their own insecurities, their own self-loathing, their own self-hatred of themselves. Because deep down they know the shit that they've been doing. They know who they truly are. No matter what they're trying to portray to others. And they cannot stand when someone else can see straight through them. This is why they work hard to try and silence people. Even setting people up. Yeah. Told you. These are people that celebrated what they was doing, man. They thought doing this type of demonic crimes against other people, they really believed this was some like big accomplishment. This was some type of status. Do you understand? Like who can be the most dirtiest demon? Who can sink to the lowest levels? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a dirty devil by his toe. If he cries, don't let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yeah, they celebrated this shit. Aha. Yeah. And guess who popped out? So they're also trying to, the victims that may be speaking up, that are still breathing. I don't know why that's coming out still breathing. So that tells me some of the people, or a lot of people that they've done this to, are not here. But I can guarantee you these people had some type of life insurance policy on these people's lives. So they cashed in. That's why they want the collective out of here. So they can cash in on these fraudulent life insurance policies. That's the in thing nowadays in society. If you don't know, now you know. Yeah, these are people that try to hold up justice. They're stuck. They're in some type of stalemate. So whatever they bartered with, whatever they put up as collateral, I just said it's all crashing and burning. Fairness. This is balance. Fairness and balance. Ain't nothing fair about these people. Again. Yeah. These are people that probably now have to penny pinch. Whereas before, when it was other people's assets that they were spending, they was, yeah, ooh, there's boasting and bragging, paying Peter, paying Paul, paying Selena around the corner, paying for escorts, booking hotel rooms, sleeping with other people's wives. Yeah. You name it, collective, they did it. And it was exciting. It was entertaining to them. What goes up must come down. Yeah. So it's funny because it's literally like you got the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So now all your Ten of Swords that you've been doing to other people, you're getting that back. Probably all at one go. Ten of Wands, burdens. Ain't getting any better. It's getting worse. And there's a burden personified. So it's like, I don't know why I'm getting this. Again, yeah, how can I say, like when you see people that are elevating. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. This is someone that is demonic, straight up and down. This is someone that has been fooling a lot of people probably. And the fact that they've been doing it for so long, how can I say, they got too arrogant, too cocky, too sure of themselves. And that makes you become, in whatever shape or form it comes out in, complacent. They thought nobody was gonna know. I don't know what song I'm hearing this from song from. Nobody has to know. Keep it between me and you. Oh, but they do. That's will be another thing. When people can't corrupt you, yeah, it's like they join you to their hit list. Do you understand? Emperor is meant to be. He's meant to have integrity, but then the things they do, the actions they take, say otherwise. So if this person's the opposite, I can guarantee these are individuals that get down and dirty. You can only imagine the type of perverse and sordid activities that they engage in. And the weird thing about it is, if that's what you truly engage in, yeah, why are you embarrassed and shamed by it? Why do you have to hide it? That's not being authentic, don't you think? That's being fake, right? Okay. But yet, though, you like to deflect by portraying everybody else as that, but your sweetness and oh, look how my skin is shiny. Oh, I like that. Yeah. And then you come to people who truly stand in their authenticity. Do you understand? They don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. So let's see if the high priestess comes up again. It's in the upright, so that's a good thing. Yeah. Looky here, looky here. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe, excuse me, they may have started off as like a Nine of Pentacles, but somewhere along the lines they turned, or somewhere along the lines they took the deal with the dark side. I just heard the easy way out. Now, this could even be a man in feminine energy, or maybe even a man that wants to be a feminine, or maybe a man that hates feminine energy but only wants it for their sordid agenda. It's like literally is someone saying, but if they can have it, why can't I? Take that up with the creator. This is someone that sabotages people's livelihoods. That's what you come after. You try to lay people's livelihoods to rest. So if you see someone that has more potential than you or looks more successful than you, why would you be jealous if you're already that person? Maybe because you know you've been faking it this entire time. And the fact that someone who is at the other end of the scale from you, just from them being their own natural self, would expose who you truly are. Because anybody doing their own thing, anybody that truly loves themselves is not going to waste their time attacking other people. Do you understand? And going to the lengths that these individuals went to. So clearly, who's the real problem? These are people that like to, how can I say, round up people that to them maybe not that much down on their luck, but may not be at the same level to them. And obviously they get in people's ears. And whatever you come into agreement with, I've said this before. Once they know that they can manipulate you, it's a wrap. This ain't for the weak. These are kind of people that just by you agreeing with them, just by you going along with them, you're coming into some type of agreement with whatever covenant they represent. Do you understand? And it's not always going to be what they told you. Just saying. Some of you know that too. Because you're realizing now the way your life is imploding. Yeah, I know that's not what you signed up for. But that's what you got. So the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, these people are finished. Because of the fact that people know your true origin, your true agenda, who you truly are. Because in the upright, this card confirms things like new ventures, actual talents, not when you've copied and cloned off of someone else. Do you understand? But don't even have the spirit of it within you, or even the essence. Because your essence is like tar. There's no free flow. So whatever you was doing, you're not able to do so. And let me just say this. Unless it's for the greater good, in the sense of there's no demonic intent behind it, nothing you do is going to come into fruition. That's how that's working. Yeah. There's no new beginnings for these people. No new beginnings. I want a little telltale signs is when people are trying to manipulate you to get you into some type of agreement so they can then work their little dirty magic on you. Yeah. They hate people that can see. So they try to put a veil over people. Word of mouth, innit? Slander, defamation. Again, the worst ones come with the title family. Yeah, these are people that are not celebrating no more. They're also not stable. So if they portrayed like they're better than, they're holier than them, yeah, it's not coming out in their actions. It's like it's like the math ain't mathing. Do you understand? Because they can no longer manipulate people with spell work, negative energy, even word witchery. You cannot manipulate people that stand on truth, period. Not your truth, actual truth. Do you understand? Not sugar coated, not painting out to make yourself the saint and you're just some victim to validate the heinous things you want to do and say with your little group of minions, so to speak. And then when you get karma or backfires, again, you don't take accountability for shit you did. You don't want people to know certain things, we get it. But it is what it is. Everything done in the dark will always come to light. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Everything done in the dark will always come to light. Yes, you're not celebrating now, are you? It's like you use the same tactics. That's how narcissistic you are. It's like you use the same strategies for everybody. So imagine if all these people was to ever communicate with each other. Come to find out they was all fed the same line. That'd be hilarious, don't you think? I think that would be hilarious. I can see it now. And they probably all meet up in like unfamiliar circumstances. That's what I see happening for some odd reason. Unfamiliar circumstances. Like literally, the universe would work it so he would put these people in the same place at the same time, possibly even at the same event or outlet. I don't know why I'm getting outlet. But yeah, this is how people are. And nobody's off the hook. I kind of get the meaning when they say keep your friends close and your enemies closer because it's always the ones you least expect, collective. I did the same thing. Oh, I've never done that person anything. I've always backed them. I've always supported them. Do you understand? In a time of need, been loyal to a fault. But can you actually say any of that was ever reciprocated? Nah. And probably because you stand on who you are, you know your worth, and you honor who you are. They don't like that. Excuse me. They like people to feel unworthy. So again, this makes these people cowards to target people that you deem to be vulnerable and weak. Only to then try and add more to it, use and abuse these people, siphon from them, and then set them up for your little insurance fraud scam. Yeah, we know. So everybody involved gets a little piece. Ooh, now we're getting somewhere. This is a very nasty individual. Very hateful, bitter, jealous. But they may cloak themselves as warm, caring, assertive, even empathic. And they ain't. And I guarantee you, by the time you realize they got their claws in, these are the kind of people that like to bound people to them to make sure that they can never leave or go anywhere else. It's disgusting. Literally disgusting. But now with the frequency elevation I sent, again, I keep getting, yeah, these people look like what they've been doing. So if they've been trying to, I don't know, masquerade in someone else's essence or siphon someone else's essence to be deemed as more, what's the word? Alluring. Oh, baby. baby. Literally. You know, new. How can I say? This is what it's like. This is the best way I can explain it. Yeah, it's like you're with someone and you never see this person in their natural skin. Never. Do you understand? If anything, by the time you wake up, they're already dressed and ready. When they go to bed, either you got to go to bed first, or if you go to bed together, it's got to be lights out, pitch blackness again. And then one day, I don't know, when the darkness gets exposed by the light, you wake up to someone that you don't recognize. So all those falsities, all those layers that they put over themselves, all the illusions, the glamour magic. Some of you I can see was if you ate from these people, yeah, that's a whole nother one. They put things in it, bodily fluids, amongst other things. It's disgusting. In the hopes that you will never be able to break it. These are people that like to, how can I say, make people obsessed with them, but then play the damsel in distress, not realizing that they did that on purpose. That was part of their plan. Do you understand? And then they want to take you down that route of they're going to expose you to their perversions. Do you understand? Their lustful perversions that they want hidden. But these people portray themselves as being authentic and of honor. Do the Maps Collective. Yeah, ain't no happy holidays now, is there? Trying to send messages about happy Easter. Woke people don't celebrate those pagan holidays. Do you understand? So what to cause some type of judgment's being called or judgment's being passed. So these people, whoever they are, wherever they are, can no longer cause people delays in their life. Do you understand? It's literally essentially like their time is up. So if they had like a timeline on where they was able to do certain things, get away with certain things, and have the little minions back them up, or whoever these other people with official titles that get paid to defend them. How's that working for you, by the way? Or not? Yeah, judgment's been passed on that one too. So that could be anything from trying to stop people from moving on with their lives, moving forward, trying to stagnate them, trying to just cause them any kind of hardship. 9 times out of 10 is it's because you won't be who they portray you or want you to be. Do you understand? You are being exactly who the divine created you to be, point blank, period. That's what they don't like. Because we all have the options and we all made our own choices. And I can kind of sense these are the kind of people that act as though they've lived this perfect life or they have no past. I sense that the universe has got a funny way of bringing their worst demons back to haunt them. Yeah. Hmm. That explains why they like to deem people crazy. Yeah, listen. All I was gonna say is this is Facts. The truth shall set you free. Maybe I should have called this spread Shine a Light on the Tower, innit? Eight of Cups. Yeah, these are people that want you to abandon yourself because that's what they did, yeah. They hate the fact that you protect yourself at all costs. Maybe they prefer people that don't know how to protect themselves or people that are more susceptible to their manipulative ways. I'm just seeing people giving it a lot of sweet nothings, a lot of talk, but on the flip side of it, they've not done one thing substantial to corroborate any of the garbage that came out of their mouth, essentially. It's just garbage. And if they did anything, I guarantee you it was the smallest of minute, not even act. I would say like a gesture, if that. Do you understand? But yet, though, they expect the world from you, from that minor gesture. Please. And both these cards got the Ace of Swords on the bottom. Truth is coming out again. So the universe will shine a light on things. Yeah. So again, it's in the upright. So that tells me the delays that they like to cause or the obstacles that they like to put in your way is in the hopes that you don't persevere. They wanted you, like people want you to give up as they did a long time ago. Do you understand? And they've been doing these criminal things to gain material items in life. But make out like, oh, they did the work for it. No, they didn't. These are people that like, how can I say, the best of the best, but with little to zero effort involved. So how else are you going to obtain these things? Off the backs of others, off the misery of others, off the pain and suffering of others. But my collective, you did. Wounded and all. So this tells me that a lot of you treat yourself with kindness. So you take very good care of yourself. You don't have that. What's that word again? FOMO. Is it FOMO? Fear of missing out. You don't care about that shit. Whereas these people, they like to keep it with the Joneses. They run their life off what it appears to look like, not what it actually is. That's how they keep people in their little illusions. These are people that are very skilled with their tongue. Listen, in the most respectful way possible. Yeah, very skilled with their tongue. And for the collective, you wouldn't stoop to that level. So for a lot of you, they try to force you to stoop to that level. Isn't that interesting? Now, what is the time? Damn, it's 1 o'clock already. Yeah, excuse me. These are people, how they get shit done, yeah, is they like to cause conflict. So these are like agents of chaos. but they come disguised as support, concern, friends, family. Mm, lies. I'm gonna say it, lies. So it's literally like they have to malign your character and lie on you in order for them to gain success. What they're gaining success with is demonology. It's to further assist their demonic agenda. But they want to portray it. So doesn't want me to talk. You ain't stopping my voice. I'm so sorry. Not gonna happen. So these are people that don't like to see anybody's achieving or being successful at anything that undermines them. But their status is built upon falsities. Built upon falsities. Because all they've really known is how to, or how, let me see it. Let me retract that. The only thing that they've mastered is how to use and abuse and manipulate others. And pretend like, oh, this is help or support or you need to know. They love deceiving people. They get off on that, man. And then if you call them out, I didn't tell you to listen to me. But that's not what you were saying when you were saying what you were saying, though, was it? Exactly. And this is how you know it's full of shit. Because they see people with star quality. And that angers them for whatever reason. Maybe because they willingly sold their star to whoever they joined forces with. Or they allowed certain, how can I say, entities to attach to them by engaging in certain demonic activities, is what I want to say. Yeah, someone's really pissed that I'm speaking, and oh well, never mind. Master manipulators, or was master manipulators. Yeah. Let me see. Where are these people's chakras at, Spirit? Please. I bet their chakras are blown to smithereens. Probably all over the place. So the only way they can obtain is by getting you to shut down yours or lower yourself to their frequency. So that they can then swap it out. Yeah. Listen, no one can burden the collective with the perspective of others. Nobody's not asking these people's permission. It's like these people want to play dictator. But they can't even lead their self on the straight and narrow. Make it make sense. So these are very lustful people. It's like they lead with lust. And that's how they've been duping individuals. Some of you even trying to do some type of spell work on them while they talk to you. Even some of you even sending spell work out to you to make you more receptive to their BS. And all they want to do is really get into your private area, siphon your sacred energy so that they can then manifest or create their heart's desires. And then attach a cord to you and siphon from you for however long. For some of you, to your bone dry. But all the while, have a new supply ready and waiting. 10 of swords on the bottom, 9, 10. Yeah. So they feel that this is the origin, I believe. Yeah, purple's the origin and violet is the universe. So this is the reasons behind why they've been doing the things they've been doing. So essentially these are people that clearly go around love bombing people. That's how they gain any kind of wealth or steal it, because that's ultimately what they're doing. And it's still a form of, to me, it's still a form of theft. Because you're lying and deceiving and duping individuals into a false, not even a false sense of security, a false lifestyle that you got no intention of participating in with these people. Yeah, and this is how you've been gaining your desires in life. And because you was intimate with these people, what they would then do is whatever entity is on them, they are going to push and leave off onto you. Do you understand? And then run off with your energy like it was theirs. Make it make sense. Disgusting. Disgusting. And you got the audacity to be talking on the collective's name. Bitch, please. We ain't infected. Hello? That's really, really mad. And if they've been out there saying, oh yeah, it was a collective that gave me X, Y, and Z, bitch, prove it. Because it's funny how people can say things behind people's back, but never to their face. All you did prove it, didn't you? You doctored up fake medical receipts. Isn't that like another crime? Yeah. Burn as much evidence as you like. Do you understand? You really put that shit out there. And now it's coming back. But I guarantee you, all of you are sharing the same STD. Make it make sense. All of you are sharing the same STD. Some of you are even married. And you're doing what? Sleeping with your husband's best friend behind their back? Don't know who the father of the child is? Could be anybody. And you got the cheek and the audacity to be speaking on my collective's name. Boo boo. Now that's karma for your ass. Absolutely. But collective, you know who you are. We know who you are. You know what you've been doing and what you refuse to engage in. So what you can do now is sit and watch. A group of misogynistic individuals ain't stopping no show. Boo boo. Yeah. Big guns out here. So yeah, collective. The origin and the root and the cause of all of this It's bigger than that. It's literally like what you've uncovered is bigger than these people. Do you understand? Compared to the bigger picture, these people are small fry. That's how deep it is. Yeah. Again, if you look at the devil card, what does the devil broadcast? Lust, pornography. And green is your heart chakra, right? So they come at you with lustful energy, love bomb you, deceive you. Men and women, man. Men both do it. Both do it. Do you understand? But I do see it's more prevalent in the male species. But some of you is men that once they worked it out, they actually turned right. They actually turned out to hate women, have a real despise of women. And it's clear to see because it comes out in how they treat women in general. Do you understand? Princess of Coins. It's like the feminine sacral energy. That's abundance. Do you understand? That is like liquid gold. That's what they don't want you to know. And with you not knowing, they can continue to do the heinous thing that you've been doing. Just so that they can siphon from your ancestral bloodline. Which they have no privilege to. They should have never had any privilege to that. At all. Yeah. Sun's on the bottom, so these things are getting illuminated. And it's funny because it's come out again, and I swear I said this in 2023. Into the castle there. Did you see that? Do you know what? It's a good job this is practically empty. Sorry, I just want a bit of flavour. Oh shit. Ooh. So universally, this is what they do. They go around putting a death, or they've been trying to put a death to the feminine energy, or turning it toxic. It's like keeping some type of, whether it be mental entrapment, mental jail, spiritual jail, or just to keep your vessel and your spirit bound is what I'm getting. So that they can feed off of you. Or whatever entities that they're working for, that's what's being fed. Do you understand? But it's in the reverse. So collective, if they was, put it this way, whatever they were trying to put a death to in your life, whether that be whether it's physically, spiritually, or mentally, that's not what they have to endure. I bet you any money they can't take it. You can dish out, but you can't take it. And I believe the purple is the mind. So literally, like, they want to deprive people of knowing, like, how powerful they truly are. Again, look, I put this at the bottom of the panel. Come out again, green. So they like to close off your heart chakra so that they can then steal whatever it is that you wanted to manifest. They can gain that for themselves because they already have your sacred energy. Do you understand? Regardless if they're with someone else, that's what they do. Because they've got what they want, they need to move on to the next. Do you understand? It's literally like the same way how certain people was colonized and put into slavery. That's what these men are doing. Do you understand? But they're doing it through lust and spirituality. Tell me I'm wrong. Mhm. These are people that you know for what they've have obtained and what they've been boasting and bragging about. You know full well they never obtained it through the right means. Do you understand? No blood, sweat, and tears. Look at that. The moon. So it's like they work with the moon cycles, with the demonic magic, obviously by using your essence, to then use that against you. The truth shall set you free. These are people that want to keep you stuck with them because of the choices that they made. Do you understand? Or what they chose to settle for. And once they see that you're not stopping, you're going to continue to move to new heights, regardless of the situation. These misogynistic, big ass, OAP, saltwater crocodile ass masculines, okay, with masculine diapers on, they all work together to attack you in every way, shape, or form. And funny enough, the essence that they stole from you, yeah, that they gained abundance from, that's what they're using to pay for it. I kid you not. Yeah. Imagine that. You're using the feminine energy's own essence that you've turned into money to pay for the attacks against them. But yet though you expect people to worship and respect you. When you can't even respect yourself. That's clear to see. Make it make sense. And all you can do is, like I said, this is what you do. Whether people share it or not, we've all had some type of struggles. Me, I'm just open about my struggles. It is what it is. The same people that like to judge you from a past of like 10, 20, 30 years ago, those are the ones you need to be looking at. You better side-eye them people and Do you understand? Because they're still 30 years in the past. Do you understand? Where you've evolved, they are still 30 years in the past. So that tells me they haven't healed from shit. Clearly. Action speaks louder than words. So I know what they did. They've gone back to the drawing board. Because we know, and you know we know, oh, you know we know. So they all work together. But if you was to say to these people, oh, do you know so? Oh, no, I don't know. Lies. Because then when I ask you certain questions about these individuals, I've seen this before. And then you'll mention something that was done against you, mine. And these same people will defend them. Make it make sense. That's how you know. And if that's what they align themselves with, they was never for you. But they want to make it about you. They want to make it your fault for some odd reason because you won't take their disrespect. No, sorry, boo boo. The funny thing is, this kind of is going in the reverse. So we got a Queen of Swords in we got a Queen of Swords in the reverse out here. Same color as well. Purple is the universe. So maybe this person was supposed to be, or they was given a test and they failed. Maybe it's meant to learn something, but they choose to come against you, fight you again. This could be anybody, including family. Now, real quick, from the scratch that people that are related to you. People that are related to you. Ice cold. And it's funny because they waited. Ooh. So these are people that, again, they may have fooled people and portrayed that they have values, they have tradition, they stand on morals. No, they don't. No, they don't. Definitely not. Totally opposite. So this strikes me as people that have been at this for a long time, but they've covered it up very, very well. You may have experienced like little small instances where, like, whether it be like a little backhanded comment, or even they may have snapped at you, or taken something out on you that was not normally the energy that they presented. Do you understand? Because you kind of trigger them for whatever reason. That's not on you, that's on them. These are a bunch of unhealed people masquerading as healed, but yet though what's coming out of their mouth and how they're behaving showing otherwise. Judgment again. So these are people that are like, how can I say that, pretend with their self-appointed, what's the word, titles I want to get. But yeah, I'm striking these people as these are the people that just, I don't know, you could just call them like a carbon copy. These are people that have, they're not versatile. They're not creative. They don't have star qualities. Because these are people that just choose to be hateful of others. They want when other people are happy, they don't want to do the work to possess it. They want to find dirty, demonic ways to steal it from other people. Do you understand? Except for this time, they came for the wrong one. Got judgment here. Look at this. All in the reverse. So these are people that clearly act as though they've either done the work or completed X, Y, and Z. They haven't completed shit. They just lie about it. Or they watch someone that has done the work. And however you're expressing yourself, this is what they do. They would go from platform to platform, yeah? Stealing people's shit, word for word. I'm trying to make it their story. How sad is that? So we got a Queen of Swords and a Queen of Wands. Funny that. And then you got what? The King of Wands. And what's the other one? The King of Swords in the reverse. So this could be couples. Whether they're married couples or people that have been together for long that don't actually love each other. Do you understand? Because if you truly love each other, you're not going to be moving like this. You're not going to be moving like this. That's not righteous. That's rancid. And people see you for exactly who you are. You can no longer hide your disdain for the collective. Because it's a light that you don't have because you chose to allow other people to put your light out. Do you understand? Or you pawned it, whatever you, however you want to articulate it, whether you pawned it, sold it, took some type of agreement to be owned. That's on you. That's on you. Yeah. These people, five swords again. All this cards in the reverse. So this tells me there's talk about this. So whether it be you're being talked about, collective, or these people are being talked about. But remember, blue is your throat chakra. So that's talk. Swords is air. So that tells me either you people have been exposed, or it's literally like the more you lie or try and be deceitful, bad things are happening. It is what it is. So it's literally like you're on a sinking ship and you're going down with the boat because you choose to. Knight of Cups. So whoever you're trying to send into my collective with this false offer, I suggest you take a seat. Yeah. You will be hugely disappointed. I'm sensing like desperate groupies. I get that kind of desperate groupie energy. It's like you're trying to prove your allegiance, but it's to all the wrong shit. Again, look at this, the Queen of Coins in the reverse. So this is something I can gather is well versed on universal law, even spiritual law. But they utilize it to their benefit. To harm, hurt, or steal from other people, you can't do that. So they'll be mad at me for exposing it, be mad at yourself for taking those actions, period. Yeah. Princess of Swords. Which tells me that we don't just talk the talk, we back it with our actions. That's also been spoken about. So whatever lies you people want to tell, who cares? Keep speaking them. Nobody cares. You want people to turn ice cold and heartless like you and close off their heart chakra because you closed off yours. So because you've closed off your heart chakra, that tells me that you cannot manifest anything. So you have to steal other people's sacred energy in order to have anything in life. People, call back your energy. All energy from all timelines that was stolen, known or unknown. Period. Exactly. You see, when you use your magic wisely, you vibrate differently. That's what they don't like. So they gotta project and tell lies because the people, once people see what's really good, it's already been obliterated. In it? It's already in process. So now you people can do. I know you're doing it. You can just sit in the lives like you do, spying, stalking, lurking, screenshotting, but you ain't laughing anymore, are you? You're not laughing anymore, are you? And I'm gonna have to say this, yeah, 4 coins in a reverse. Oof. So, do you know what this tells me? Again, it's your heart chakra. With whatever little you had, collective, no matter what they took, stole, pillaged, hold on to, obtained illegally, fraudulently, with forgery, however which way they've done it, you still maintained to be able to take the best care of yourself with as little resources as possible. And they can't match that. Even with what they stole. It's literally like, how can I say? The collective could put on Primark garments, for instance. Do you understand? And we could still rock it better than these karmic individuals in Prada Gucci. Now what? Exactly. And this is why you're really mad. Because you know, by you messing up your own life, you couldn't get the collective to mess up their life. Because you're pissed that you're bound to the shit that you done in your life. You don't want the collective to have no life. No, boo boo. That's not gonna fly. Do you understand? Point blank period. And for those that was attacking people's children, and if you got children of yourself, of your own, yeah, I'd be mindful of that too. Everything you're doing is coming right back to you. Everything you've done is coming right back to you. Do you understand? So I know you people are sat there trying to work the odds. I'm trying to get information on how is this shit gonna come back to you. That's not for you to know. But it definitely is for you to experience. Clock that T. 6 of Coins Collective. People see you. Those that are meant to connect and resonate with you, they will. Don't get me wrong, you're always going to get these little clones, these little karmic individuals, wolf in cheap clothing. It is what it is. Do you understand? The fact of the matter is, you sniff them out, cut the grass, get rid of the snakes, keep it moving. If these people want to dwell in woulda, shoulda, coulda, let them dwell in what woulda, shoulda, coulda. That's long gone and dead. So what they're trying to resurrect previous cycles. Hello? Make it make sense. Because it's well suited for those individuals. So these are people that clearly have not grown. They may have convinced others of their upstanding and their honor, but it was all hot air and bad cheap breeze. Do you understand? Straight flatulence. Straight flatulence. Once the momentum picks up, I'm hearing this song. Ain't no stopping us, no stopping. No one does it better. There's no stopping us, no stop. I don't know who that's. I don't even know who sings that song. Literally, I remember as a child though, but I can't remember. Is it 5 Star? Or is it? I can't remember. Does anyone know? Put it in the chat if you remember that song. There's no stopping us, no stopping. No one does it better. Yeah, this is happening fast. It's literally like these people have been stopped dead in their tracks. I bet you someone sat at their screen, eyes bulging, Probably got all red bloodshot things through their eyes and like dark circles around their eyes. Yeah, they mad, man. Some of you're making yourself sick because you can't project this energy onto the collective because there's no us. I mean, those breath spells is backfiring. Yeah. You're just mad because you can't put a veil over people's eyes. Look at that. You're just mad because we can see through your traps and your setups and your schemes. And we still choose to just love ourselves and keep it pushing. So these people like to project how they're really feeling about themselves onto you. They want you to, how can I say this? Like they want you to believe these thoughts that they're trying to project onto you. Because once you believe it, it's literally like you're going to start to accept it like this is your way of life because of what they chose to accept. That's got nothing to do with us. Nope. And why am I hearing we won't atone with the scornful and the wicked? I've never heard that word before. I've never used it personally. Atone. Does that mean like accept or even go along with? Oh, you've disappeared. You know, when you get the little spies on the YouTube channel, they like to hide incognito. Yeah, collective. I will get a few more from. It may not resonate with everybody, but yeah. To what they're secretly trying to withhold from saying out of pride. I mean, it's because once you do so much and you've been uncovered, really, where do you go from there? Do you know what I mean? And it's mad because when you've been doing this kind of thing for a long time, you kind of believe, I don't know, it's the devil. You must believe that you have a right to conduct yourself like this. You don't. It's like, oh, because this happened to me, I'm going to make that person experience it. Make it make sense. Or they're like saying, oh, my mom gave me a bad childhood, so every female I come into contact with, I'm going to think of my mom, I'm going to treat them as such. So it's like it's misdirected anger. You're thinking, oh, you're getting revenge on whatever parent did whatever to you. Doesn't work like that. And I think you're probably realizing that now because especially the ones that are like old, I can say that because some of you are like literally in your 70s, even older than that. Some of you is literally halfway there. But you can't really say that because you know what people will say to you if you turn around and said the truth and be like, oh, it's because of what I went through in my childhood and just starting the third and I'd be like, hold a minute, mate, you're 60, like what? And you've had offspring, like what? Make it make sense. So let me see what they're wanting to say but can't. Not that anybody really cares, but we'll just do it for shits and giggles, yeah? Okay, we'll just do it for shits and giggles. Just for shits and giggles. All right, collective. What are these individuals spirit holding off from speaking? What is it they want to say? Again, these people are just working off of, or they're prioritizing how things look, or they're trying to control the narrative of how things look. Boo boo. That's done and dusted. What does my collective need to know for? Oh, yeah, they know they mess everything up. Oh, shit. Yeah. Again, these people have known the truth collective and they chose to ignore it because it pissed them off. Because in my eyes, they already did the action, so you cannot take back what you've already done. Period. Yeah, exactly. People are like, "Oh, I don't remember this event. I don't remember." You're lying because that's what you do. Do you understand? You think if you keep putting it out there long enough, then it will just magically disappear and nobody will remember it ever again. Except for when you want it to use it as a weapon. Do you understand? To get your little childish way. No, boo boo. There's no we in. We need to let each other go. Because where I'm sitting, the collective ain't all on to shit. That's why you're big mad. Because it's not correlating with this false narrative you and your little minions have been pushing. Yeah. I wouldn't say cursed. I would say they kind of noodled you. They would have been given like little inklings. They would have been getting little nudges that they chose to ignore because they was running off of their ego. Do you understand? So when they actually got confirmation of the truth, they didn't want to accept it. They believe if they don't acknowledge it, then it doesn't exist. Because then that way, they know energetically that's an admission of guilt in it. These people do anything under the sun to avoid karma. Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. Nowhere to run to, baby. That karma's coming inside. Yeah. These people know they messed up. They know they messed up. Only some, I would say, a small few may actually truly be grateful, but I don't sense that that's genuine. You know, you get some people that will, because of the predicament that they're in now, because of their own actions, they will say anything to convince you otherwise. But I'm warning you, collective. Any of these people that partook in any of this, again, forgiveness does not mean reconnection. Let me make that very clear. Forgiveness ain't for them, it's for us. So we can move forward. So are these people thinking, oh, we want closure? From what? You can't get closure from someone that's misogynistic. We're not going to gaslight ourselves. That's you people's job. And you're doing a good job of it too. Continue to gaslight yourselves. No, I tell you what you're grateful for, the spiritual ass whipping. Because they know, yeah, they know. Had the divine and the universe not stopped them, they would never have stopped, like they said in it, over their dead body. They're going to take their shit to the grave. Toodles. Toodles. These are people that chose not to understand the connection for whatever reason. It's a cop out. Do you understand? Because at some point in your big ass Greeking age, light bulb, reflections, These people continue to just play victim and chase, hoping that one day it would just disappear, or actually hoping that the death magic that they've been sending to you would take you out. No, boo boo. We're going strong. In fact, stronger than ever. Like that song says, isn't it? Ain't no stopping us. Some of these people may be burying themselves in work to not have to be reminded about their shit. For some of you, there's nothing they can do. I'll be honest with you, they're being haunted. The same way they want to haunt and hunt and torture honorable people, bitch, you're getting that times 10. Some of these people collective got drunk off your energy. Again, it's funny how these people believe that they can own another being and control another being, but yet though they can't even control their own actions and emotions. Action speaks louder than words. Look at these 2 cards in the reverse. So to me, that's a lie. I'm not available in the reverse. I left when I saw you with someone. This is both in the reverse. If it resonates with you, collective, that's all good. If it doesn't, let it flow. But for me, again, people will only treat you exactly how you allow them to treat you. And not only that, yeah. How can anyone truly love or care about you when they don't know how to give it to themselves? Make it make sense. With the actions and the behaviors you've displayed. But you go around speaking all this flatulence. But yet, though, when you try to go to sleep, you're being haunted about your actions. Do you understand? Your fuck ups. Point blank, period. They lost themselves in their own ego, and now they're paying the price. So the days of these people trying to target innocent individuals to scapegoat them is over. I got to go in a minute as well. Some of you, you taught them what unconditional love was for yourself. For some of you, that's the they're trying to figure you out. So they're trying to study you. So that's why they're trying to like stalk you from multiple fake accounts. So it's like they're no longer trying to like prove their narrative. It's a thing where if you can't beat them, join them. But there's no authenticity in it. Trying to communicate with someone, trying to communicate with the collective on fake accounts speaks for itself. Make it make sense. So these are people that probably made you feel like you was nothing, but yet though they have not stopped looking for you in everybody they meet. Let me tell you this with my whole chest. There's only one of me. You understand? And they're here. Just like Claire, there's only one of you. Do you understand? In that sense, you can't be replaced. No matter how much people want to try and copy you, be in competition with you, There can be only you. Period. Yeah, they know that your energy is intoxicating. Again, it does not give you the right to believe you own an individual. So what are people trying to bring slavery back into the 21st century? Like past relationships want to believe that even if with someone else, they own you. Oh shit. Is he opening the door? Oh yeah. That's all right, and he's still alive. Sorry, but I got a neighbor downstairs, yeah, that I know is quite old. Oh, he's not answering the door. He's probably asleep because I seen him earlier, so I know he's okay. He was out eating the sun. He might have gone to sleep. He was sat in the sun. The sun might have knocked him out. So yeah, it's probably those are like he has people to come around to look after him, innit? But if he's in the bathroom, he can't hear the door, innit? Yeah. He looks hard. I don't think anything's wrong with him. He's probably just gone to sleep. So anyway, where was we? Yeah. I think she's inside. So yeah. These are people that pretend like, oh, they want to change for the better. That's just a smokescreen. But I want you to know, collective, you came closer than anybody. Who did it when it's got bells on it? This is just like that. What you call it? That misogynistic, love bombing jargon. Yeah. For some of you, it could even be a child's father. But I just saw a card that said, "You and I were too young." So for some of you, it could be somebody that's you're similar in age. That makes any sense? Again, you know when your energy kind of like how can I say? It revitalizes people. If it's a karmic individual, that just turns into ego, like a grandiose attitude. Do you understand? Like they're entitled to you, or they're entitled to treat you like shit. And you're supposed to run behind them, like cleaning up their mess. How fucking know? Like, where did you do that? All right then. These are people that may have lost themselves for a while. Maybe even lost themselves for a different individual. Who knows? Only you know. Yeah, of course they do. They like to do a lot of this. They hide who they really are. So that tells me, yeah, once you show or portray too much good qualities that they pretended to have, that should tell you that these are just grimy individuals. Do you understand? Dressed up as something they would never be. And people that go and doing that in society, you're disgusting. And I hope you get the karma you deserve, because that's what you really deserve. Yeah. Again, these are ego-driven, narcissistic, misogynistic individuals who hide behind material items. Confirmation, this has come out twice. This was in reverse. I replay our conversations over and over. So for some of you collectors, you may have given someone some type of insight, but they chose to ignore and refute it for whatever reasons. Why does it? It's how you know someone's in your phone, innit? When shit just cuts off. But it is what it is. Still stand on your shit. Yeah, the crow's crowing in the background. That crow, is it the crows or blackbird? I'm not even quite sure which one's which one I've been on. Crows are bigger, innit? And they have like the big claws. And isn't blackbirds smaller, or are they both the same size? Or are blackbirds more like pigeons but just black? I don't even know. I might Google it myself in a minute and have a look. But yeah. Do I want to do any more? No, I want to get out. I really want to just get out in the sun, I'm being honest with you. Give me some of that vitamin D. Give me some of that vitamin D. So yeah, that's all. I'm gonna leave it there. So like, share, subscribe, the usual. What I will say is, you see these fake accounts, just know CT. 100% ZT. And it is what it is. Thank you, my collective. Thank you. It's like what they've been doing is where they've hacked certain devices. What they do is they just do things to this kind of like irritate you, harass you. How can I say a lot of things like if you're watching something, they're like pause it, completely take you off the app. And it just completely just comes out of the app and goes back to like the home screen. There's things like that. Yeah. I think the crow's agreeing with me. All right, I need to go out and get some vitamin D. I need to get some vitamin D. So yeah, thank you for subscribing, I suppose. Why is it moving? All right, I just do not yet because I have to do this because sometimes you get some weirdos in there, yeah. That I mean, they've already hacked it, so. And then ones of them that are removing their messages. Why? If you're gonna say it's dumb shit, stand on it. Don't be a coward now. Stand on your thought process. Cause that's how you really feel. Get some sunshine in there. But yes, I gotta go because I got things to do, guys. I got things to do.